Plano East High School from Texas faces off against Grissom High School from Huntsville, Alabama.
Welcome to the Texaco Star National Academic Championship. The best and brightest of America's high school scholars have gathered on the campus of Rice University in Houston to test their academic skills. Over 2,500 teams accepted the challenge. Only one will win. Now, here's your host, Chip Beal.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the 10th Annual National Academic Championship Tournament. This is the last of our quarterfinal matches, and it pits Plano East from Plano, Texas, against Grissom High School, Huntsville, Alabama. Contestants, as you know, this sound means you're right, this tone incorrect, and this sound the end of each period. Good luck to both schools. Here's your first question. It's worth 5 points. Which U.S. president is said to have had a mistress who was also...
Plano East, Todd.
Cleveland.
No. Also the mistress of a Chicago crime figure approached by the CIA to assassinate Fidel Castro.
Grissom, Sean.
Kennedy.
John Kennedy is right, and Grissom is first on the board. I have a 10-pointer. What was the most valuable American export between 1830 and 1860?
Grissom, Tony.
Cotton.
Cotton is right, and 10 more points for the Alabama squad. I have a 5-point quantitative physics question. How much force in newtons is exerted if a pressure of 20 pascals exists over an area of 100 square meters?
Plano East, SUNY.
1/5 Newton.
No. Question is complete. Grissom, can you take it? How many newtons?
Grissom, Tony.
2.
No, it's 2,000. For 10 points, who was the only man to manage a Major League Baseball game and to be the skipper of an America's Cup yacht winner?
Plano East, Todd.
Carter Sr.
Grissom, can you take it?
Grissom, Alvin.
Connor.
No, he was the skipper of the Courageous when it won America's Cup in 1977. He managed the Atlanta Braves, the team which he owns for one game. Ted Turner. 5-point visual question. Look at your screen, please. Discovered in 1990 in Israel, this 3,500-year-old figurine.
Plano East, Todd.
Believed to be the golden calf.
The golden calf is right. For 10 points, match these Latin names: atrium, hortus, and culina. With these parts of an ancient Roman house: kitchen, courtyard, garden.
Plano East, SUNY.
Atrium is garden. The second one is courtyard, and the final one is kitchen.
Oh, that's incorrect. Grissom, can you take it?
Grissom, Alvin.
Atrium is courtyard, hortus is garden, and hulina is kitchen.
Is right for 10 points. For 5 points, what this country needs is more unemployed politicians. This statement by Edward Langley begins with what kind of clause?
Plano East, SUNY.
A subjunctive.
Nope. What kind of clause opens that sentence? Grissom.
Grissom, Tony.
Dependent.
It's a noun clause is what we have. For 10 points, identify the only U.S. state that is located entirely in the Pacific time zone,
Grissom, Sean.
Washington.
but does not border the Pacific Ocean.
Plano East, SUNY.
Nevada.
Good answer. Nevada is right for 10 points. Multiple choice question for 5. If a dish is served au gratin, will it have fruit on the bottom, plenty of red meat, seafood filling, pasta on the side, or a crusty layer?
Plano East, SUNY.
A crusty layer.
Crusty layer on top is right. Here's a 5-point music question. What was the last Rodgers and Hammerstein musical? Listen.
Doe, a deer, a
Plano East, SUNY.
The Sound of Music.
That is from The Sound of Music. You're right. And the score is now tied at 25. For 10 points, complete this verse by Frank Crowe. Roses are red, violets are blue, I'm schizophrenic.
Plano East, SUNY.
And so am I.
Yes, that's the answer. For 5 points, Russia has little sea access, yet Russia has more Pacific Ocean coastline than has the United States. 5,000 miles of it. How can both statements...
Grissom, Tony.
They have few warm water ports.
Is correct for 5 points. Much of the coast is icebound most of the time. 10-point math question. The Pacific Plate, which includes Los Angeles, is moving 4 centimeters per year to the northwest along California's coast. L.A. is 611 kilometers from San Francisco, which is not moving northwest. How long will it take L.A. to reach San Francisco for 10 points? As Plano East leads at 35-30. Pacific Plate moving 4 centimeters per year to the northwest. L.A. is 611 kilometers.
Plano East, SUNY.
102,500 years.
Well, that's not the answer.
Grissom, Sean.
152,500 years.
Well, it's 15,275 years. For 10 points, played as an Olympic sport for the first time in Albertville in 1992, this skiing event features bumps throughout the ski run.
Plano East, Todd.
Mogul skiing is right. That's the event, which is not named after Muslim potentates, but after an old Norwegian word meaning heap. 10-point visual. The flowers you see here take their name from what figure of Greek mythology?
Grissom, Tony.
Narcissus.
Narcissus is right for 10 points. I have another 10-pointer. Outside the tent, it remains a scene of whirling drift. We shall stick it out to the end, but the end cannot be far.
Plano East, SUNY.
Sky.
Yes, it is a pity, but do not think I can write more. These were the last words in What Polar Explorer's Diary for 10 points, and that's the end of the bonus, or the warm-up round. We'll be right back after this pause. At the start of the second period, the score shows Grissom 40, Plano East 55. We'll now take our usual break and meet the contestants, focusing first on Plano East Senior High from Texas. Brian Borowitz, a senior captain, is poet laureate of Plano East, we're told. He's a National Merit finalist who will attend the University of Texas at Austin. Sonny Chu, a junior, is co-president of the National Honor Society and member of the regional science team. Todd Kunkel, a junior, class treasurer, goalkeeper for the varsity soccer team. And Sunil Mehta, a junior, he's captain of the debate team and a scuba diver. Their alternates are Charlie Phipps and Tim Korich. Coach Sue Ellen Chessel, along with James Gray. That's the team from Plano East. Grissom from Huntsville, Alabama. Sean Askew, a junior. He won the Citizen B Championship, boys state selection, two-time state wrestling champ, and he was the captain on the All-City Academic Team. Tony Rickey, a senior, National Merit Scholar, All-City Academic Team member, state Citizen B winner, graduated in the top of his 1992 class, has been accepted to Pembroke College, Oxford University. Joyce O., a senior, National Scholastic Writing Award winner, National Foundation for the Advancement of Art, National Merit Scholar and Tandy Scholar. And Alvin Shee, a junior, is a member of the math team. Sinu Nguva and Shan Nichols are their alternates, and Ava Satterfield, their coach. And now it's my privilege to introduce the judges. They are Mike Mastandria. He's from Dallas, where he is the president of Score Unlimited. Rick Barrientos from Gaithersburg, Maryland. He is the creator of the Maryland Classic Tournament. And Cheryl Claypool is staff writer for Questions Unlimited, Columbus, Ohio. We're into the bonus round now, contestants. We have toss-ups leading to bonus opportunities. We'll be playing for a 92 bonus if you're right on this 10-point toss-up. Equipment for horseback riding, such as saddle and bridle, is collectively known by what four-letter word?
Plano East, Brian.
Gear.
Not gear. Grissom?
Grissom, Sean.
Silk.
No, it is tack. No score. For 10 points, a question in the field of cosmetology. To ensure the smoothest coverage, liquid foundation makeup should be applied with what implement?
Grissom, Tony.
A brush.
Not a brush.
Plano East, Sonny.
A sponge.
Sponge is right, Sonny, and Plano East is on their way. Brian, Sonny, Todd, and Sunil, in honor of this year, all of the following answers will be years ending in 92. Tell me the years in which the following events occurred. For 5 points, Piero de' Medici becomes ruler of Florence, and Leonardo da Vinci designs a flying machine.
1492.
Right. For 10 points, William III of England defeats a French invasion, while a college named after the king and his wife, William and Mary, is founded in Virginia.
1692.
Right. For 15 points, Denmark becomes the first nation ever to abolish the slave trade and Austria, Prussia, and Sardinia waged the war of the First Coalition against France?
1792.
Right. For 20 points, the Portuguese found a colony on Mombasa in what is now Kenya, and the French writer Montaigne dies.
1392.
No, that was 1592, but you did pick up 30 points, Plano East. Peter and the Wolf is your next bonus. Both teams, here's your toss-up for 10 points. Established in 1909 on the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was an outgrowth of the Niagara movement.
Grissom, Sean.
The NAACP.
NAACP has grown to the largest as well as the oldest civil rights organization in the United States. Now it's Sean, Tony, Joyce, and Alvin. In Prokofiev's Peter and the Wolf, the characters are portrayed by different musical instruments. For instance, the oboe represents the duck and the clarinet describes the cat. Give the instrument that represents these characters. For 5 points, Peter.
Your answer?
Flute.
No, it's the strings. No score. Mass media is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point audio toss-up. A song by Henry Clay Work, written during the last days of the Civil War, was resented by the Southern troops, but it has long been popular. Its melody was later used to promote women's suffrage, prohibition, and the Populist Party. Name that tune.
Hurrah, hurrah, we bring the Jubilee. Hurrah, hurrah, the flag that makes you free. So we sang the chorus from Atlanta to the sea. While we were...
Plano East, Todd.
Sherman's March.
No, that's not it. I believe the music selection was over, so Grissom.
Grissom, Tony.
The Diamond Jubilee.
No, Marching Through Georgia was the title. For 10 points, animals have these advantages over man. They never hear the clock strike. Their funerals cost nothing. No one starts lawsuits over their wills. Sounds like something out of George Bernard Shaw in the 20th century or perhaps Mark Twain in the 19th, but no. The author is French, and the century is the 18th. Name him.
Plano East, Sonny.
Voltaire.
It was Voltaire, Sonny, right. Mass media, your bonus, Plano East. Here is a 5-point toss-up. Is the percentage of advertising matter higher in the average newspaper, the average radio show, or the average TV show?
Newspaper?
Almost 60%. For 10 points, what newspaper bought the Cubs from the Wrigley family in 1981?
Chicago Sun-Times.
No, it is the other one. Chicago Tribune. Bastille is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point toss-up. What festive ritual featuring Hippolyta and Theseus is about to take place in Athens?
Plano East, Brian.
A wedding.
As the curtain rises on A Midsummer Night's Dream is right. All right, Plano East, for 5 points about the Bastille. Whose diary entry on July 14th, 1789, the day the Bastille was stormed, read, nothing?
Louis XVI.
Is right. For 10 points, the Bastille was originally constructed as a fortress to defend against the English in what war?
Your answer?
The 100 Years' War.
Right. For 15 points, what 17th century French statesman converted the Bastille from a fortress to a prison?
Louis XIV.
No, that was Cardinal Richelieu. And that is the end of the bonus round. Our halftime score has Grissom from Huntsville, Alabama with 50, Plano East from Texas 135. Questions used on the Texaco Star National Academic Championship Series are written and authenticated by Questions Unlimited in Columbus, Ohio. Now, your 60-second round categories contestants will be Columbus, Kennedy, Whitman, and Peter Pan. Once you make your selection, you'll have 1 minute to answer as many 10-point questions as you can about these people. When time has expired, the second team may take a shot at any questions the first team misses, and if you run the category, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. You're behind Grissom, so you need a good 60 seconds round. Sean, what'll it be?
We'll take Kennedy.
Kennedy is the subject. Start the clock, here we go. What did JFK do with his salary as president?
Donated to charity.
Right. During the Second World War, John Kennedy served in which branch of the armed forces?
Navy.
Right. Who was Kennedy's running mate in 1960?
Johnson.
Right. Complete the quotation, ask not what your country can do for you.
But what you can do for your country.
Right. Publicly, whom did Kennedy blame for the ill-fated Bay of Pigs invasion?
Himself.
Right. Was the Alliance for Progress a program for the development of Germany, Latin America?
Latin America.
Right. What's the name of the plaza that John F. Kennedy's motorcade was driving through when he was shot? The plaza.
The Lincoln Plaza.
No. The sloping hill from which many theorists claim...
Grassy Knoll.
Right. 3 passengers were seated in the presidential limousine when the president was shot. Name any 2 of those 3.
Connolly and his wife.
Yes. Kennedy died in what hospital?
Dallas Memorial.
No, that's incorrect. And they got 80 points, was it,
They
Mike?
got 80 points.
80 points. Nice job on JFK. The possible 20 on the leftovers for Plano East. What's the name of the plaza that Kennedy's motorcade was driving through when he was shot?
Dealey.
Steely is right. And Kennedy died in what hospital?
Parkland.
Parkland Memorial Hospital is right. So a net 60 picked up by Grissom. Plano East, it's your turn.
Peter Pan.
Quickly.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan is the subject. Start the clock. Here we go. What's the subtitle of this 1904 play?
The Boy Who Could Fly.
No. Name the Darling family's only daughter.
Wendy.
Right. Name the Darling family's 2 sons.
Michael and Jim.
No. What object did Peter lose and Wendy find?
A shadow.
Right. The children for whom Peter wants Wendy to serve as mother are called?
The Lost Boys.
Right. Name Captain Hook's pirate ship.
Jolly Roger.
Right. What animal eats Hook's lower arm?
Crocodile.
Right. What object does the crocodile swallow?
Clock.
Right. With what weapon does Hook try to kill Peter and all aboard?
An anchor.
Not an anchor. Identify Tinkerbell's particles used to help the Darling children
Fairy
fly. Fairy dust is right. You got 70 points on Peter Pan. You could use these 30, Grissom. What's the subtitle of this 1904 play?
The Boy Who Wouldn't Grow Up.
Right. Name the Darling family's 2 sons.
Michael and John.
Right. And with what weapon does Hook try to kill Peter and all aboard?
A cannon.
A bomb. And that's it for the 60 seconds round. We'll be right back after this pause. And the score at the start of the final round, 150 Grissom, 225 Plano East. We'll have a series of rapid-fire Stump the Expert style questions until we're out of time, and we'll start with a 15-point visual. What famous battle of September 23rd, 1779 is pictured?
Grissom, Sean. The battle between the Bonham Richard and the Serapis.
Right, for 15 points. Well done, Sean. I have a 15-pointer. The Hillel Foundation consists of Jewish student groups that can be found on our nation's university campuses. They were founded by what Jewish brotherhood?
Grissom, Tony.
Brotherhood of Zion.
No. Plano East? The B'nai B'rith for 20 points. The Bayeux tapestry was stitched by medieval French women who embroidered scenes of the Norman conquest using woolen yarn. This type of embroidery is still produced today. What is it called?
Plano East, Brian.
Crochet.
Not crochet. Grissom. Can you guess?
Grissom, Tony.
Cross stitch.
No, it is cruel. For 15 points, a writer who describes in the third person both the thoughts and actions of one or all of the characters.
Plano East, Sonny.
Third person omniscient.
Omniscient is correct for 15 points. I have a 20-pointer. There are a number of risks inherent in owning a business. Stockholders, however, are shielded from the risk of creditors suing for their personal property. Give the term for this.
Plano East, Sonny.
Limited liability.
It's called limited liability for 20 points. I have a music question worth 15. A critic once referred to him as that brash young man with all those horns, in reference to his compositions that do indeed feature horns, but not exclusively. Listen to this familiar selection and identify the composer.
Plano East, Sonny.
Beethoven.
Not Beethoven.
Grissom, Tony.
Wagner.
Wagner is right for 15. I have a 15-point math question. If 2 similar cylinders have radii of 4 and 5, what is the ratio of the smaller volume to the larger?
Grissom, Alvin.
64 to 125.
Is right for 15 points. I have a 20-pointer. What's the most highly prized category of olive oil?
Plano East, sunny.
Virgin?
No.
Grissom, Tony.
Greek?
No, it is extra virgin. For 15 points, match these Arizona landmarks. The University of Arizona, the Old Territorial Prison, Lowell Observatory, and Boot Hill Cemetery. With these towns, Flagstaff, Tombstone, Tucson, and Yuma. Again, they are the University of Arizona, the prison, the Lowell Observatory, and Boot Hill. Towns are Flagstaff, Tombstone, Tucson, and Yuma.
Plano East, Todd.
University of Arizona is at Flagstaff, Boot Hill Cemetery.
Nope.
Grissom, Sean. University of Arizona is Tucson. The prison is at Tombstone.
No, the prison's in Yuma, Observatory, Flagstaff, Cemetery, Tombstone. For 20 points, identify a book by its first line. Kino, Awakened in the Near Dark.
Plano East, Brian. The Pearl.
The Pearl. For 20 points, I have a 20-point art question. Whose paintings inspired an Yves Saint Laurent?
Plano East, Todd.
Mondrian.
That is Mondrian for 20 points. Another 20-pointer. Identify the black American poet who wrote, I is still climbing, and life for me ain't been...
Plano East, Brian.
Langston Hughes.
Langston Hughes is right, ain't been no crystal stair. For 20 points, in musical notation, it is a slur mark that indicates when a group of notes are to be sung to the same syllable. The same word also indicates a metal band that secures the reed to the mouthpiece on a clarinet. For 20 points, what's the word?
Plano East, Todd.
Ligature.
Ligature is right for 20 more points. I have a 20-pointer. In a popular song of the Underground Railroad times, runaway slaves were told to follow the drinking gourd. What was that gourd?
Grissom, Tony.
The Big Dipper.
It was the Big Dipper, right. For 20 points, what do astronomers call the spherical swarm of trillions of comets surrounding our solar system?
Plano East, 2-0.
Oort cloud.
Very good, Sunil. The Oort cloud. 15-point music question. Earlier you heard music by Wagner. The excerpt you're about to hear was composed by another, one of the giants among 19th century German composers. Listen to these measures from his Second Symphony and identify him.
Plano East, sunny.
Brahms.
Johannes Brahms is right. Here's a 15-pointer. In the Old Testament, after the oxen carrying this holy relic stumbled, Uzzah put out his hand.
Grissom, Alvin.
The Ark of the Covenant.
Yes. For 15 points, here's a 20-pointer. What chemical compound forms the major portion of a natural pearl?
2 minutes left. Grissom, Tony. Calcium carbonate.
Is right for 20 points. I have a 20-pointer. The longest continuously in use airport in the world, where the Wright brothers taught the U.S. Army to fly, is found in what town, home to the...
Grissom, Alvin.
Kitty Hawk.
No, home to the main campus of the University of Maryland.
Plano East, sunny.
Baltimore.
No, it is College Park. And that's where Brick Barrientos went to school. Here's a 15-pointer. The world's largest island, Greenland, is controlled by Denmark. Which country controls 3 of the world's 6 largest islands?
Plano East, sunny.
Indonesia.
Indonesia is right. Very good. I have a 15-point math question. The cosine is negative. In which quadrant?
Grissom, Tony.
Second and third.
Right for 15 points. I have a 20-pointer. What former Soviet republic fell to Russia in 1801 and was independent from 1917 to 1921?
Plano East, sunny.
Lithuania.
Not Lithuania. Grissom?
Grissom, Sean. Belarus.
No, it's Georgia. For 15 points, the amount of heat required to change 1 gram of a substance.
Plano East, Brian.
A calorie.
No. Substance from the liquid to the gaseous state is called what? Grissom? It's the, too late, latent heat of vaporization. For 20 points, Virginia and Ohio like to call themselves the mother of presidents because so many presidents were born there. What state could be called the graveyard of presidents because 7 presidents are buried there?
Plano East, sunny.
Virginia.
Virginia is right for 20 points. I have a 15-point question. The name of which Greek mountain pass means hot?
Plano East, sunny.
Thermopylae. Yes.
Hot Gates, Thermopylae is right. For 15 points, there's the tone. The contest is over. And our final score is 265 Grissom, 425 Plano East. The winners impressively, Plano East. They advance to the semifinal round. The semifinal round does begin next week with the Dorman, South Carolina, Booker T. Washington from Oklahoma match. I'm Chip Beal. Thanks for joining us.
Join 10 of Houston's best amateur golfers as they tee off for the chance to win a new car in the final round of the Beat the Pro Shootout. Tonight at 6:30 on Houston's 2.